on?
So I'm Chris Obusek. I'm the coordinator for Veterans and Adaptive Programs here at Community Rowing in Brighton. And I have one of my top-notch vets here with me.
My name is Andrew Rossiker. Everyone calls me Dallas. It's a nickname I got in the Marine Corps.
And I think he got that nickname because he's from somewhere.
I'm from Dallas.
Closer together.
So Dallas, how long have you been rowing here?
I've been here for 4 months.
So what first brought you here to community rowing?
I was rowing at the Paralympic training camp in Newport, Rhode Island, and the coaches said I was strong on the erg and that I should row in Boston. So they said they'd try and help me find a place to go.
So I actually got about 5 emails from people all over New England about you. So I kind of knew you before you even came here, believe it or not. I'm like, God, I can't wait to meet this guy. So I'm really glad that you came. So now that you're here, how do you feel about rowing and the program?
I really enjoy the program. I really enjoy rowing because I know I'm good at it.
So one of the things that we all think about for our veterans, especially veterans of some of our more recent conflicts, is we worry about their health and their mental health and PTSD. So how do you think rowing would help with something like that?
Well, rowing is definitely great exercise, and you definitely meet a lot of people. It's good for camaraderie as well.
So how often do you row?
I row 4 days a week.
Yeah, so you're really putting on a lot of miles, I think, on that virtual river. We're going to have to measure it. In fact, I think it would be cool if you could, like, row next to somebody who's rowing, like, maybe across the Atlantic and maybe, like, match your miles, you know, something like that.
Yeah, I'd really enjoy that.
Yeah. So tell me what it is that you like about rowing. I mean, how do you feel when you're on the water?
I feel relaxed. I feel comfortable. And I enjoy rowing with other veterans. Because all veterans have that camaraderie that other people do not have.
So tell me what you think your strengths are with rowing.
My strengths are I'm strong, definitely in the right arm. And I've got a strong mind. When I set my mind to something, I get it done.
I think you're very focused and you're very dedicated, considering you're here like at least 4 days every week. So what kind of things would you like to be working on?
I definitely want to work on technique and my
some of the things I think were, technique and looking at the different pieces, using your muscle strength to your total advantage. So you're extremely strong, and when we put you in a boat with another person, you can like row across the whole river if that other person forgets to take a stroke. So using that to your advantage and using your muscles, I think, is a good direction. And I hope we can keep you in the water a little bit longer until the winter season hits. Where do you think rowing will take you?
Hopefully to the Olympics next year. That's my goal.
And looking even ahead beyond the Olympics, what do you think you're going to be doing 5 years from now?
Still rowing.
Still rowing. So where are you going to be here in Brighton?
I doubt it. I don't like the cold. I'll be somewhere nice and warm.
And what would you like to share with the folks of America about soldiers and veterans? What would you like to share with people?
That we put our life on the line every day for you guys. I've lost numerous friends fighting for the freedom for this country.
Did I cover? How did I do?
It was great. That was a great job. I think you want to say something about. Why don't you guys say something about CRI, like the people that work here,
Like Chris Obusek.
like
Chris who?
how they've been supportive and stuff like that.
Chris.
Think about how you're an adaptive rower and how much Gary has put into adapting your boat.
Let's do two things. Let's talk briefly about CRI in general and what it's meant to you, and then let's talk about the adaptive rowing program specifically, because I don't think people really understand what adaptive rowing is.
Chris, can you just...
So talk to me a little bit about community rowing. What's your experience has been here here. Who have you worked with?
Community Rowing is a great organization near Boston, and the people I'd like to really thank are Chris Obusek, my good friend right here, and several former Olympians that have been, of course, in the Olympics or hold world records.
Gary is one of your coaches.
Gary Piattodosi
He's
and Ellen Minzer.
Ellen Minsner's a world champion rower,
Right.
and she can kind of balance your muscle strength out on the water.
Not really,
Oh, so you're holding back a little bit with her.
very much.
So, a lot of people don't even know, well, first of all, a lot of people don't even know about rowing, but many people have no idea what adaptive rowing is.
Adaptive rowing is for people who, like myself, I'm paralyzed on my left side. I suffered a stroke, which I believe was caused by my time in Iraq. I suffered two massive brain injuries in Iraq. So I came home and I suffered a stroke playing volleyball on a beach in Southern California. So adaptive rowing is, they help people like me get into a boat and be able to handle the oar and be able to move forward and get better, get my life back.
I would bet that you feel, well, I'm not going to bet. Tell me about your fitness. How do you feel that your fitness has benefited from being here at Community Rowing?
I'm definitely stronger because of my fitness, because of rowing.
How do you feel about, I know you're still in rehabilitation for your stroke, and I still see growth. Do you think rowing helps that at all?
I do.
How do you think that helps?
With the rehab time that I have on the boat, I work both arms and both legs.
What kind of boat do you row?
Well, I usually row a pair, which is 2 people in the boat. And then today was the first day I rowed an 8 with 8 people in the boat.
And how was it
I enjoyed it.
to do? So what's your favorite?
I believe both of them.
There's a politically correct answer if I ever heard one. Is there anything else you'd like to share about yourself?
I just want to say thanks to all my fellow veterans out there, especially my fellow Marines, and everyone serving overseas, all my brothers in arms. You guys are great. If it wasn't for you, I would be sitting here right now. Thank you.
And thank you.
That's perfect.
All
You
right.
killed it. You killed it. You're natural.